Hello, everyone, and welcome. Today, we will explore the amazing story of a very smart man named Albert Einstein. He was one of the greatest thinkers ever. Albert Einstein was born a long time ago in 1879 in Germany. Even as a small child, he was very curious. He loved to ask many questions. He was not always the best student in school. Sometimes he found school rules boring, but he loved to learn about science and math very much. When he was older, Albert worked in a patent office. He helped people with their new inventions. This job gave him time to think deeply. He spent many hours thinking about how the universe worked. He thought about light, time, and how things move in space. His mind was always busy. One of his most famous ideas is the theory of relativity. It sounds complicated, but it is about how time and space can change. Imagine you are on a very fast train. For you, time might seem to pass a tiny bit differently than for someone standing still. That is the basic idea. Einstein showed that light always travels at the same speed. It is the fastest thing in the universe. Nothing can go faster than light. He also created a very famous equation. E equals mc squared. This little formula shows how energy and mass are connected. It is very powerful. E stands for energy, like the energy in a bright light bulb. M stands for mass, like the stuff that makes up a rock. C stands for the speed of light. This equation tells us that even a tiny bit of mass can turn into a huge amount of energy. This idea helped scientists understand how stars create light and heat. It also showed how very powerful bombs could be made, sadly. This idea helped scientists understand how stars create light and heat. It also showed how very powerful bombs could be made, sadly. This idea helped scientists understand how stars create light and heat. It also showed how very powerful bombs could be made, sadly. He said that gravity is like a big curve in space. Imagine a heavy ball sitting on a rubber sheet. It makes the sheet bend. That bending is like gravity. Planets follow these curves in space caused by other heavy things. It was a brand new way to think. Albert Einstein was not just a scientist. He was also a very kind person. He cared a lot about peace in the world. He lived during a time of 2 big world wars. He saw much sadness and fighting. He always wanted people to live together without war. He used his fame to speak up for peace. He believed that talking and understanding were better than fighting. He was a strong advocate. Einstein also loved music. He played the violin very well. Music helped him relax and think about his scientific ideas. He had a wild and messy hairstyle. He often wore simple clothes. He was famous for not wearing socks most of the time. He liked to do thought experiments in his mind. He would imagine different situations to test his ideas about science and the universe. He was a very curious person until the end of his life. He always wanted to learn more. He never stopped asking new questions. In 1921, Albert Einstein won the Nobel Prize. This is a very important award for great discoveries. He won it for his work on light. His ideas are still very important today. Scientists still use his theories to explore space and build new technologies. They help us understand stars. Einstein taught us to question everything. He showed us that it is okay to think differently. Big discoveries come from new ways of seeing things. He also taught us about the power of imagination. He said, imagination is more important than knowledge. It helps us dream up new possibilities. His life shows that curiosity and hard work can lead to amazing things. Anyone can be a great thinker, no matter how they seem. Albert Einstein's legacy continues to inspire millions. He reminds us to always wonder about the universe. He was truly a wise human. And that brings us to the end of today's episode. Thank you for joining me on this journey to learn about Albert Einstein, a true genius. See you next time.